Here's what we're going to do because I think I need to breathe. My first guest is certainly a busy bee. She's a community servant, author, chef, and so much more. There are so many folks who say they want to help others, but my next guest lets her actions speak for who she is and what she's all about. She's known as the Storm Chaser, and tonight we're going to find out what kind of storm she's been chasing lately. So without further ado, I hope I got on there. I can't see anything in the back. Please welcome to my show, Miss Jayda Cabbell. Are you there, Jayda?
Hi, how are you? How are you?
Oh, man, I'm so sorry I was ranting and raving. I think I was broken from the time there. Please forgive me.
I was laughing. I said, I wish I could be there to give him a hug right now because he's going through it. You can hear the rant come out. So I wish I was there to give you a hug and try to, help you out a little bit. But I can understand where you're coming from. But other than that, how's your day been going?
My day is going great, Jayda. Thank you for that. I'm glad somebody needed a hug. I actually tuned in today also, and I don't know why I did because this made me even mad. You know that they said, Jayda, that the Indians who were here before the Europeans only owned 20% or only were using 20% of the land in the whole of the United States. So basically it was probably about 5 of them or 12. And so they weren't really using it, so what's the big deal?
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Okay. Anyway, welcome to the show. Thank you so much. It's been a treat waiting for this show. I've been excited about it. As we talked offline, I told you, man, I thought I am a worker bee, or I thought I was passionate about stuff, but you put me to shame when it comes to doing. And I know because I've been busy doing my homework that you were involved in the Katrina, and your family was involved in the Katrina devastation. I guess my question to you, and as I ask people who come from that, because, by the way, none of us who have not been through that could even imagine what that must have been like, but has that tragedy affected your desire or goal to help as many people as you can, as you seem to have done?
Of course. It's the biggest part of the piece of the puzzle to where I am today. I mean, I've always been a giver, always loved giving back, but it really pushed me to step up and take action into my calling and what my journey was supposed to be about. So, of course, it did. It pushed me out there.
I say that because, people are different. There are people out there who would have taken or probably have taken that experience and become cynical and at the government and life and God and just, really went inward. And it seems like what you did is you took that and said, you know what, let me use this as a wave to do what I can while I'm still here on earth for as many people as I possibly can. And that's why I ask that, because it's a testimonial to who you are as a person.
And that's who I am, and that's what I believe in all life situations, and taking the situation that I'm in, the storm that I'm going through, and turn it around for positivity, to do good, or just to walk away from it with a better testimony than the sad testimony. Because the book was originally supposed to be, What Storm Are You Talking About? Because when you ask me about a storm, I want to give you the best possible description of what happened. The story I want you to see is the bright side of it. So that's basically everything in life with me. I'm going to try to take something good from whatever happens and just give you the best testimony that I can.
Excellent. And I want to hear you. I was hearing you a little better than you kind of faded away at the end. Let's do a tester. So, Jayda, how are you today?
I am fabulous. Thank you for asking. How are you?
Perfect. Hey, that sounded wonderful. Now tell everyone how Diva Dishes came about. We're going to switch gears just a little bit here.
Okay, Diva Dishes actually came about, once I was a cheerleader a coach for some cheerleaders, and we needed to raise money for some uniforms, and none of the parents couldn't afford it. I couldn't afford it, so we just tried to figure out what we were going to do. So I decided, suppers are huge in New Orleans. There's so many unsung entrepreneurs in New Orleans, so it's crazy, especially in the culinary world, because, every household, you have some, I can't say that everyone from New Orleans can cook, but there are a lot of them who can. And everyone would have suppers from their house, and I, myself, decided to do a supper to raise money for these little girls' uniforms. And so that was one way that I was approaching it. And then I got a job at a car dealership where I wanted to serve, instead of just being the cashier, warranty clerk, I wanted to serve as, the employees there and get a piece of that pie that the owner was shoving out for lunch every weekend. And so that's how Diva Dishes was created.